Welcome back. We're going to begin today's class seated, focusing on our breath print, how our breath moves naturally, and seeing if we can create a little bit more freedom for the breath to move. Let's get started seated. Sit with a little prop underneath you, like a block or a blanket or something. Find a comfortable seat. I'll be sitting in Siddhasana, where I point the heels right to the pubic bone perineum and the knees go out wide. But if there's a different seat that you'd prefer to sit in, I'm cool with that too. Now adjust your pelvis so that the pelvic floor, the space between the genitals and the anus, is parallel to the floor. And then let yourself start to stack up over top of that so that your rib cage, the diaphragm balances over the pelvic floor, the roof of the mouth balances, and the crown of the head. And just feel what it's like to sit like that. And then I want you to imagine you could breathe down into the pelvic floor and the belly, and then into the rib cage, into the sides of the ribs. Let the breath out nice and slow. I want you to feel the side ribs draw back in and down, the belly deflate, pelvic floor deflate or contract. Now, to see if we're actually moving the ribs, bring your hands onto the sides of your ribs so the thumbs wrap to the back, the other four fingers go to the front. Breathe down into the pelvic floor, belly. Now feel those side ribs inflate into your hands. Notice if one side moves better. And then as you breathe out, feel them draw back in and down. You might notice that the front of the ribs want to lift up and spread faster. Try to encourage the back to move symmetrically. Breathe into the pelvic floor, belly, rib cage, all the way up into the upper ribs by the armpits, collarbones. Now lower the hands back down onto your legs and we'll do 2 more breaths like that. Imagine the hands were still there and you could feel them moving. When you exhale, consciously send all the air out because we tend to be stuck in the inhalation pattern, tight breaths or shallow breaths up into the upper chest. This creates more tension in the neck and the shoulders and jaw. So when you do the deep breathing, it will help you to release tension. It will help with the posture. Then open your eyes, keeping your focus inward. So we'll practice our drishti, looking just past the tip of the nose, out in front, but almost like the eyes are you taking in the whole 180 degrees around you. So you're not focused. The eyes are looking just past the nose, but you're allowing the whole peripheral vision to come into the field. Then come onto the hands and the knees. With your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Round your back as you exhale, but tuck first from the buttock, then round the lower back, middle back, upper back, round the neck, tuck the chin. As you inhale, flip the sit bones up and then arch one vertebra at a time, rolling your way up your spine. Exhale from your pelvis again to round. Be conscious of the movement of the ribs, abdomen as you're breathing. And breathe in into extension. One more time round. And inhale into the extension. Come into neutral. And then start to make circles around your wrists. So we're just taking the body clockwise to start to warm up the wrists. And then change the direction, go counterclockwise. Also getting a little bit of movement for the hips, starting to lubricate the joints. I don't know if that's a real thing. My first yoga teacher said, lubricate the joints. Yeah, I guess it creates more flow and movement. Okay. We make up a lot of stuff, yoga teachers. Now come hands and knees, and then with your toes curled under, stretch your butt back halfway towards your heels. As you inhale, spin from your belly, twist, take your right arm up. And as you exhale, go for thread the needle, slide the arm, roll the back of your right shoulder towards the ground. Then as you inhale, twist back open. Exhale, slide your arm through. Inhale to twist back open. Exhale to slide the arm through. Slide all the way, and you can let the shoulder head rest on the ground or on a block. If the head drops down, you might want to take the left arm forward. Remember your expansive breathing from the beginning. Then come back up, and let's change sides. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, roll the back of the left shoulder down towards the ground as you slide. Inhale to twist open. Exhale, slide. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, and hold. Come back up onto your hands. Now rock back forward so the hips come over the knees again. Now take your left leg out to the side, and we're going to start to warm up the adductors. As you inhale, with your back right toe still curled under, start to stretch back, buttocks towards the heel, and then come back forward, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale to stretch back, keep your rib cage lifted, and come forward again. Last time, inhale to stretch back. Keep the stretch from the left inner leg to the inner foot like you're trying to push the floor down. And then slide forward, change legs. Plant the left knee, curl the left toes under, right leg goes out to the side. Find good posture here, rib cage in, neck long, and then slowly stretch back, lengthening through the right inner leg. Actively reach down through the foot. Come forward again. Stretch back. Keeping the rib cage in, the neck long. Come forward again. Last one. Stretch back. And slide forward. With both knees down, now curl your toes under and lift your knees up just an inch, starting to build heat in the core and the upper body. Press into the hands, spread your shoulder blades, lift your belly. Collarbones broad, push down into your hands. Then step one leg back into a plank position, and then the other leg. Holding here for 5, 4, engage your leg muscles, squeeze the quads, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Then set your knees down, Knees wide apart, point the toes back, stretch your buttocks back towards your heels, extended child's pose. Let the armpits and the shoulders stretch as your head drops down. Then come back up onto your hands, your knees, and stretch back into your first downward facing dog. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. As you inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Little bend in your knees, let your head drop down. Feel the spine decompress. Then roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right and spread your arms. Inhale the arms back up. Now imagine you're right up against a wall, and as you turn your chest, you're stretching your hands against the imaginary wall. Inhale back up. Exhale, twist to the right, spread your arms. Inhale back up. Exhale, twist to the left, spread your arms, and smush yourself against the imaginary wall as you reach. Inhale back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back. Plank pose. Knees down, lower with control, chaturanga. Keep your core engaged, your collarbones broad. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into down dog. So it's a great modification as you're building upper body strength and starting to mobilize the spine. If you feel like that's better to get the movement in your thoracic spine and your upper back to do the cobra, I recommend sticking with the cobras. If you feel that the up dog feels okay in your lower back, that's fine too. Remember, you can always do the chaturangas with knees down as you're working on improving your alignment. Look forward, step or float up. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, knees down or with legs straight this round. Inhale into cobra or roll into upward facing dog. Stretch back into down dog. So the tendency as you warm up, the up dogs will be to sink into the lower back. So make sure that you're creating space through the lower back. Even if you have to set the knees down, that's fine. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or float up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up behind you. Exhale your knee to your right armpit. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale to the left armpit. Inhale back up. Exhale the knee to the chest, round your back, push the floor down, spread your shoulder blades, pull your belly up, squeeze your heel up to your butt, and step your foot up by your thumb. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, come up. Drive through your right heel as you raise your arms. Exhale the arms into cactus, expand the chest, press the hands back against an imaginary wall. Raise your arms back up. Now bring your hands down onto the floor, plant your left hand and twist, take your right arm up. Then curl your back toes, lift your back knee. Bring your right hand down. Set up your back foot for warrior one. So angle your back foot in a little more than halfway, then draw your right outer hip straight back. As you press down through your feet, inhale, come up, raise your arms. Focus on your breath, drawing all the way down towards your belly. Like we started, feel the side ribs open up. And feel the breath go out, the side ribs draw back in. Bring your hands back down. Step back into plank. Holding your plank or do an optional chaturanga push-up. Stretch back into down dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your left armpit. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, right pit. Inhale, back up. Exhale the knee to your chest, round your back, push the floor down, hollow out your belly. Step your foot up by your thumb. Lower your back knee down and inhale, come up, raise your arms. Exhale into cactus, expand the chest, press the hands back, squeeze the backs of the shoulders. Inhale, arms back up. Plant the hands down. Twist, take your left arm up. Then curl your back toes, lift your back knee up. Bring your left hand down, set up your back foot for warrior one. Now draw your left hip crease straight back. Press into your back foot. Inhale, come up, raise your arms. Let the breath go all the way down. Feel the movement of the rib cage. Feel your breath. With your eyes open, take in the full 180 degrees in front of you. Then bring your hands back down. Step back to plank. Optional chaturanga push-up or just holding your plank. Downward facing dog. Look forward, step or float up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose. Stand Samastiti. Surya B, inhale into chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot. Warrior one. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot, and as you inhale, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Holding your down dog, reconnect to your breath. Slow in through the nose, slow out through the nose. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Stand, Samastiti. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot for warrior one. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your left. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or float up. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Stand, Samastiti. Flow with your breath. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Keep flowing at your own pace. We'll meet in down dog. Reconnect to your breath. Press into your hands. Turn your triceps down. Press even into your feet, especially the space between the big toe mound and second toe mound as you lift up on the inner thighs, inner knees. Step your right foot, Bureau 1. Inhale, come up. Open to the side, 2. Now as you hold in Warrior 2, turn your right thigh all the way out. Let your hips turn to the right slightly so that can happen. Then twist from your navel up to your left chest to open the left chest in the other direction. Feel the right inner leg open, the left chest open. Back foot's angled in slightly, press through your feet evenly. Then tip from your pelvis, go forearm to thigh or hand on the outside of your foot as you take your left arm over. Inhale, come back up into Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, flip your palm, inhale. Vinyasa. Step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, reach out. Open to your side, warrior two. Let the left thigh turn all the way out. The hips can turn to the left slightly to get the rotation of the thigh. Then roll the right chest open through the reach of the right arm. Focus on your breath. Keep your chest open, and then see if you can turn the nose towards the left hand. Keep the eyes soft, taking in the whole 180 degrees. See if you can let your left thigh sink a little deeper. Then go forearm to thigh or hand onto the outside of the foot as you take your right arm over. Inhale, come back up into Vira 2. Reverse, flip your palm, inhale. Vinyasa. Step for warrior 2. Inhale, come up. Easy. Straighten your right leg, reach into triangle pose. Now bend your right knee, put your hand a foot in front of your foot, step up. Hold there, or bend your left knee and reach back to take a hold of your foot. Open back up, release your foot. Bend your knee and slide back into warrior 2. Then put your right hand onto the inside of your foot. Wrap your left arm behind your back for a half bind or a full bind. Open your arms back up. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Step back, vinyasa, or just go straight back into down dog. Step your left foot. Inhale, warrior 2. Open up to your side. Straighten your left leg. Reach into triangle. Bend your knee. Slide your hand a foot in front of your pinky toe and raise your back leg up. Hold there, or bend your right knee and reach back with your hand for your foot or ankle. Open back up if you're holding your foot. Slide back into warrior two. Then take modified side, hand onto the inside of the foot. Wrap your right arm behind your back for a half bind or full bind. Don't let your left toes grip. Instead, push into the heels, spread the toes, let the balls of the toes descend. Open your arm back up. Bring your hands down. Step back, vinyasa, or just go right back into down dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop to the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Squat down for crow pose. Lower your buttocks towards your heels as the heels float up, so you're balancing on the balls of the toes. Then hook your arms deep into your legs so the knees come close to the armpit shoulders. Plant your hands. Hollow out your belly, soften the navel back as the sacrum spreads. And then on your exhalation, send all the air out. Lean into your hands. Set your feet back down, arms forward, sit onto your buttock, and bring your knees up for boat pose. Lower into low boat pose. But on this first round, let's set the heels down and then round the back down. Now bring your fingers here to your front bottom ribs. Squeeze those in and down and feel that that brings you up instead of trying to yank your head forward. Squeeze from there to hold yourself. Then take one leg forward. So we want to train this action instead of just creating more neck and shoulder tension. Change legs. Squeeze in there. And then see from the squeeze right here, can you take both legs forward? Squeeze the low abs. And then lift back up into boat pose. Lower back down into low boat pose. You can try it with the legs lifted as long as you really get the action of where you're supposed to be squeezing. Back up into boat pose. Maybe even straighten the legs. And lower into low boat. One more, back up into boat. Lower into low. Then bring your right leg up, hands up and over towards the outside of the right leg. Crunch from that spot to squeeze up higher. Change to the left, squeeze from there to lift up instead of trying to yank your head up. Change sides. Squeeze your abs. Change sides. Same thing on the low abs, pinch in. Bring both legs up, head down, hands behind your head. Now, tuck your pubic bone to your chest and push the tailbone up into the air. Squeeze those low abs and then crunch up. Lower the tail and the head. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the pubic bone to the chest. Tuck the tailbone up. Push it up. And then crunch up. Release. Hug the knees into the chest. Roll up. Pick up and float back to chaturanga. Or just step back to down dog. Now set your elbows down for a forearm plank. Keep your abdominals in and lifted. And then step into down dog on your forearms. Raise your left leg up. Change, raise the right. Change, raise the left. Change, raise the right. Lower that leg. Set your knees down and stretch back to child's. And downward dog. From down dog, look forward, step or hop to the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose. Stand Samastiti. Now if you have tighter shoulders and it's difficult to clasp the hands behind the back and roll the shoulders open, I recommend using a strap or a towel for this next part. So let's start with the hands either in reverse prayer or just press the knuckles together in your upper back. Step your left foot back about 3.5 feet. Inhale, back bend from your upper back, roll your chest open. Exhale, fold forward out over your leg. Now notice how the weight wants to roll onto your right outer foot. Instead, push down into the inner foot. Feel the energy draw up into the hip socket, deepen your hip crease, even engage it a bit. Feel your belly start to hollow at that part, and then roll out over your leg like a waterfall spine, moving forward and down evenly. Then interlock the hands and reach knuckles up and over, or use a strap, towel, band, or whatever, so you have a little bit more space to stretch the arms. Now press into your feet and inhale into a flat back. Stretch the arms straight back now, release the bind. Step into warrior three. Without your left foot touching the ground, come up to stand and bring your left knee up. Raise the arms overhead. Stretch the left leg straight out. Bend your right knee, cross your left leg over, and wrap the left arm under. Uncross the arms and the legs. Stand tall in mountain pose. Now press straight down through your left heel as you bring your right knee up. Work on holding the knee, standing tall, increasing hip flexion, or take your big toe out in front of you. You could also strap the foot at this point. Now keep your navel pointing forward as you open your leg to the side. Come back to center. Raise your arms up as you hold your leg up. Control your leg down. Bring your hands behind your back. Take reverse prayer, or just press the knuckles together. Then step your right foot back about 3.5 feet. As you inhale, back bend from the upper back. Exhale, fold forward out over your leg. Now, instead of just hanging into the leg, start to activate. Push into your inner foot. Draw the energy up the front of the leg. Feel your belly start to hollow. The right side belly turn towards your left thigh. And then let the whole spine go forward and out, evenly out over your leg. Interlock your hands and reach your knuckles up and over, or use the strap or the towel. Inhale into a flat back. Stretch the arms straight back now, release the bind. Step up into warrior 3. Keep your hip bones level to the ground. Feel the muscles in the back of the leg holding the back leg up. Without your foot touching, come up to stand and bring your knee up. Raise the arms. Stretch your legs straight out. Try not to tuck under. Bend your left leg. Cross your right leg over. Cross your right arm under. Uncross your arms and your legs. Stand in mountain pose. Reach straight down through your left heel as you hug your left knee up. Reach straight down through your right heel as you hug your left knee up. Hold there or take your big toe. Now open the leg to the side, whether it's bent or straight. You can challenge your balance by looking over the opposite shoulder. Come back to center. Raise your arms up. And control your leg down. Bring the arms down at your side. Stand in mountain pose. With your eyes closed for a moment, scan your body. Notice if it feels like the breath can move with more freedom. Notice how open and energized you feel. Then inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Take a vinyasa and make your way back. Then we'll take some time to invert. So either practice your headstand, handstand, or forearm balance, or just work on down dog on your forearms. Or if you'd like something more restorative, you can practice Prasarita Padottanasana, standing legs wide apart, forward fold, which looks like this. So we'll take the next minute to invert, go on up. Then we'll meet in Prasarita. From Prasarita, make a flat back and lunge, bend your right knee, stretch on the left inner leg. And like at the beginning, when you're reaching the hips back, let the hips sit back like there's a chair behind you, deep in the leg pits and the groins. And change sides. Feel the stretch from your right inner leg, groin towards your ankle, deep in the leg pits and groins as you sit. Come back to center. Inhale into the flat back. Plant your left hand in the middle and then twist. Take your right arm up. Change sides. Plant the right hand and twist. Take the left arm up. Bring that hand back down, walk around to the front of your mat, step back into down dog. Step your right foot forward, lower your left knee, hold here, or bend your knee and reach back with your hand for your foot. As you let the pelvis start to settle, reach down to the top of the left knee, lift from your belly up to your chest, roll your chest open. Release your foot and come back into the half splits or full splits. Release that, step back into down dog. Change sides, left foot forward, right knee down, hold there, or bend your knee and reach back. release that and stretch into half splits or full splits. And release. Back to down dog. Now from down dog, step your left foot to the back of your left wrist, right foot to the back of your right wrist for Malasana. So slowly start to drop your buttock down, but try not to let your ankles collapse inward. Keep the shins as upright as you can as you let your butt drop down, hands to prayer. Hold here for 5 breaths. Now, slide your hands back towards the back of your mat as you slowly let your buttocks drop down towards your elbows. You can hold this variation in Malasana for 5 breaths, or if you want to go into the arm balance, try to slide the shoulders deeper behind the legs, even hook the hand into the back of the heel to wiggle deeper. Then plant the hands, practice sitting back, maybe even cross your ankles in balance. Set your feet back down. Come back to Malasana. Stretch back to down dog. Jump through to seated. Lie down onto your back. Come into bridge pose. Press your heels down, lift your hips up. Feel the muscles in the backs of your legs, your glutes strong. Point your knees straight ahead. Lower yourself back down and take a breath. Go back up, bridge pose or Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you're not quite in full Urdhva yet, you can just practice preparation, setting up the hands, turn the elbows in, let the shoulder heads relax down, and as you press into your hands and your feet evenly, see if you can lift up onto the crown of your head for a breath. Let the thoracic come into extension as you're light on your head, using the pressure of the hands and the feet to be light and take the spine into the back bend. If you feel confident, you can straighten the arms, press all the way up, or release and lower down. Now open your arms out to the side. Cross your right knee over your left knee. Shift the hips over to the right a bit and let the legs fall over to the left. Let the right shoulder head relax and drop. Let your body soften. Bring knees and hips back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Hips over to the left a little bit, knees over to the right. Come back to center. Stretch your legs out. Arms at your side, palms face up. Let your body relax. Just let yourself relax completely. From head to toe, let go. And without trying to control the breath, just watch it moving in and out through your nose. And practice feeling the sensations in the body, being completely present here. So this is a really powerful practice to help with both anxiety and depression. Just practice being present, meditating on the breath and the sensations in the body. If you're fully present, you won't be able to trip out on the future or wallow in the past. So allow yourself to be here, feeling fully what's happening in the body. Then gently bend your knees and roll to your side. Press yourself up to seated. Thank you. Namaste.